Hi guys, so today I have quite an exciting video planned. Well, I think it is anyway. I am going to be focusing on practicing how to paint landscapes. So in quite a lot of my illustrations there are backgrounds because there's only so many drawings that you can do without backgrounds before people start to think that your characters live in a void of nothingness. So for example, this one. So in the background they're climbing up the mountain on planet Zare, and I've needed to draw some mountains and trees and stuff in the background. On this one, that's Luna's house and that's where she lives. I can't see. But whenever I am attempting the backgrounds, especially with mountainscapes and things, I'm just basically winging it. And I kind of always dread them and try and avoid them. And I kind of want to try and change that today by finally actually learning how to landscape. And who better to learn from than Bob Ross himself? And I'm trying to think about if I've ever actually painted a landscape. And the only time that I can actually think of is from when I was 5 years old in reception. I've actually got it with me here today. I shall show you. Here it is. There you go. Now I did actually make a short about this piece last week because I went to my parents' house, that's where it lives, and I was gonna just take a picture of it to show you guys, but then on closer inspection I noticed that our faces in the painting had gone completely mouldy. I brought it back to my place and I cleaned it up and retouched the paintwork, and it was far from a professional job, let's put it that way. But it's not gone mouldy again. It's been a few days, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Thankfully, because I was making this video, it got spotted, so there you go. So I just wanted to interrupt my own video myself with a bit of exciting news. As some of you may know, I did finish book 2 at the end of last year. And I've been in discussions with publishers about it, and basically the whole process might take up to a year before it gets published. So in the meantime, I decided to self-publish it on Amazon, which means it's now available. Yay! Yeah. Luna the Space Leopard. This book, Luna the Space Leopard's little brother Io, is now available on Amazon. Yay! But I just wanted to put it out in the world already. I can't wait. I can't wait. So these are part of a series, but you don't have to have read this one to enjoy this one. You may have noticed at the end of the last one, Astro and her mom fell in love. So this one is set a few years later, and she's now got a little brother called Io. He does get a little bit teased at school about the way his fur looks, and he also is very creative and musical. His dad, being the scientist that he is, kind of wishes that his son was also a scientist. Some drama unfolds, and the question is, can Io's creativity save the day? Let me know if you enjoy that, guys. Before I say anything else, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who left reviews on Amazon for the first book, because I think they actually really helped convince the publishers that it was worth them publishing, and it also helps with discoverability because obviously there's thousands of books on Amazon and more being added every day. That's really increased since obviously now there's AI, people are just creating books using AI, but obviously it just makes the competition even more fierce out there. So it's very hard to be discovered. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who left reviews on the first book. Anyway, yes, back to the video. So when I decided that I was going to do this painting, I realised I don't actually have very much art stuff anymore. A few years ago, I kind of fell out with art and just got rid of everything. So I'm kind of having to build everything back up again. Haul. So I went to the works. Goodness knows what it's going to be like, but it was £8. I mean, that's a bargain. So I will open that in a minute and we'll see what that's about. I also got some canvas boards. I've never used a canvas board before. There was 2 for £6. Bit of a bargain. I probably should have primed these in advance, but I haven't. Kind of forgot that you needed to do that. Oh well. some big paints and these were £6. I have got some better quality acrylics here in this fancy lunchbox. So if I need to do like fine detail, I'll maybe use these ones I got from Amazon. These are irrelevant to this video, but I'm showing you anyway. I got some alcohol markers because apparently these are all the rage. It's not very many colours to choose from, but apparently you can blend them and stuff. Yeah, might use those for another video. And I got this little creepy mannequin figure drawing. So this morning was the first time that I actually decided to watch a Bob Ross video, and then I realised that I actually still don't have everything. So I've had to rush around the house and the garage and kind of throw stuff together that I'm gonna need. Don't hate me. I mean, I had these paintbrushes, which I think are fine. They're a bit meh, but I think they're fine. I've had them a long time. These paintbrushes, which I probably shouldn't be using, they're actually for painting walls with. But you just have to make do, don't you, sometimes? And then also, I didn't realise that he uses palette knife things. I don't know what you call them. I didn't have one of those. I've never used one of those. So I've just cut out like bits of card and plastic in the hope that I can use those. And then this is my palette. What I painted the shed with. A bowl of water for washing my brushes because I figured a little cup's probably not going to cut it because the big brushes. I've never painted with such big brushes. And that to like dry the brushes. That's going to be a write-off now because this is acrylic paint. The only thing is as well, when I watched his video, I noticed that he uses oil paint and paint thinners and is just completely different. I've just not got the right things here at all. But again, I'm going to wing it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm rolling away. So, this easel. Let's check it out. I haven't got that long actually. I need to go and do the school run in a couple of hours, so this isn't going to be great. Oh, that was something I meant to show you. Wait. The last time that I actually did use acrylics. So I made this cake topper for James's birthday, and that is Chip and Sparky. It's really shiny because I actually put some spray varnishy stuff on it, and then I also painted this pebble that's got the character from the second book. I'm getting confused now because I'm working on book 3. Book 2. That's the last time that I've used acrylic paints, and before that, probably talking 15 years. I kind of went through a phase of just using watercolour pencils and like pen and ink. That was kind of all I used for like 15 years. So yeah, I hope there's not too much construction involved with this. What's that? Okay. Anything else in there? No. Okay. But I keep that? Do I keep that? Maybe I could use that as a palette knife. Now let's see. Yeah, these slide out. You can't see that. These slide out of here. Ow! Oh. Ooh. Okay. How tall do you think I am? Put your legs out. Elliot, where are you? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. I don't think that's doing anything. Okay. No. We're going to fall out in a minute. I miss my old easel. I'm never taking this down again. I should have got one off Facebook Marketplace or something. I've had enough already. Ow! Got a spare, so if it goes completely wrong, which it will. because I'm right-handed. How am I actually gonna sit? Do I have my back to you? What do I? How do people? How does Bob? Let's see how Bob does it. So the video that I've put on is called Bob Ross 1 hour special, the grandeur of summer.
Using today.
Oh, okay, that's ready. He is to the left of his canvas. How am I going to get me, the canvas, and Bob Ross in at the same time? How's this going to work? Maybe if I shuffle you back. Can you go back a bit, please? Go on. But then I can't see Bob. I need to be able to see Bob. How about, but then you can't see Bob. You can see the mess of cables. I guess it should be landscape, shouldn't it? This isn't TikTok. I remember why I don't paint with paint now. Right, let's watch Bob.
First of all, the main two brushes that we'll use. We have here a 2-inch and a 1-inch natural bristle brush. I know these may look like house painting brushes, but these are high quality artist brushes designed specifically for this technique. Use 2 different knives. We have a number 10 knife, which is the larger of the two, and a number 5 knife. It's basically and it's just what I mentioned earlier. Normally the first thing we always do is cover the entire canvas with a thin, even coat of liquid white. It's just a nice, thin, even coat. Just really work it in. Just cover the canvas with it. All you want is just enough to cover the entire canvas. It does not take much color, just a little. Begin laying in a basic sky. Start at the top and work down. Okay, start on the bottom, work up, so it gets lighter and lighter toward the horizon. Whatever it is, happy little thing that's right there. We can't hurt this. Scrape it up. The only thing we're worried about is this nice outside edge. In here, we could cure this. Let it float right down the side of it. No
Maybe a
pressure.
bit of milk bottle
See,
wasn't
all
the
the
best.
angles in your mouth. Think where the sun would shine through here, create all these beautiful little effects. And if you're right-handed, it's normally easier for the light to come from the right side.
This is so bad.
Easier.
His looks so good.
Very
Oh
delicate
my
touch,
god,
though.
so bad.
You just beat the devil out of it. Now, I want to create mist at the base of this foothill. So here, all we're going to do is pay attention. Pay attention. Look at that. And it's super. You can do it. You can do it. Side, pull it through, and wiggle it. You need a lot of painting bristles, just like with a 1-inch. Okay, look at how sharp it is. Boy, son of a gun, it's just, you could shave with it. Let's decide, maybe there's a happy tree, evergreen tree. He lives right there. Start, use just the corner of the brush, just the corner, and begin pushing, making the bristles bend slightly downward. You see there? Here's a little trunk. You don't have to show the entire trunk because the leaves are going to cover up places. You won't see all of it. Okay, maybe in this old tree here, there's a trunk lives. wherever you want them. So all you have to do, think about the little ray projecting towards you. They're not just all going out the sides. And don't just hit it random. Paint once again till it's consistency of ink. Load the brush full. And let's go right down in here and sign our painting, just like so. And I hope you've enjoyed this painting. It's a lot of fun. It'll teach you how to use the equipment. And it's very, very rewarding. Other instructional videos. And until then, from all of us here, happy painting and God bless.
Aww. Aww. So I've just got to sign my painting. It's really hard to sign with a paintbrush. Okay, it's done. So I spent an hour on this painting, which I think is not bad for an hour's work. It's not the best. It's definitely not as good as Bob Ross's was. His literally looked like a photograph. Mine doesn't look too bad from far away, but close up it looks pretty rough. I think I was struggling because I probably should have been using oil paints, because his paint seemed to still be wet and blendable, whereas mine was already dry, so I was having a bit of trouble there. He was also using paint thinner. I had to just use water, and also these like little bits of cardboard and plastic weren't the best, but it's okay. I think I've learned quite a bit from it. I'm quite happy with my trees. I think I'm most happy with my trees. And I quite like the reflections. That was quite fun. And also the little distant trees. That was all quite interesting, with the sort of different layers of trees and the bits of mist in between. So I think that I've learned quite a lot doing this. So yeah, I'm pleased that I've done this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. It doesn't really go in here. Does anyone want a painting? Does anyone want a not very good painting? You're welcome to have it, because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Luckily, because it's thin canvas, I can just hide it behind a sofa or something. That's probably what I'll do with it. And then it'll be my children's problem. My studio is an absolute mess. It doesn't look it here, but yeah, over there it's just like, what happened? But let's do a side by side of my two landscapes. Hang on. So my last landscape versus today's landscape. Okay, it's not the best, but I think there's some progression, okay? Although I quite like the bold colours on this one, I'm not gonna lie. Right, I think that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know I have. I'm really cold though, because I had the door open to let some natural light in, and I think it's only about 4 degrees. So I am very cold, but other than that, I've enjoyed myself. On Saturday, I've got to have a wisdom tooth out, so depending on how that goes, there may or may not be a video next week. I might just make one but have a swollen face. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care guys, bye.